What is up everyone, it's CMG here. So the other day I made a video about my top 5 legendary diva skins, which went down pretty well. And before that I made the one about all the May legendary skins. But for this video, I'm going to spice things up a bit. I'm now going to attempt to do a top 5 video on Overwatch skins that would easily fit into the Tekken franchise. In other words, top 5 Tekken related Overwatch skins. I have actually done a Tekken related Overwatch video called Overwatch, but it's actually Tekken 2 that you can go ahead and check out here. I'll also provide some links down below in the description as well. I've even done a video on the top 10 Tekken stages that I did absolutely years ago that you can go ahead and check out down below, and there's also a link on the video as well. Now, aside from playing Overwatch, you know, capping points and pushing payloads and all that nonsense, Tekken is a very nostalgic game franchise to me, especially Tekken 2 on the PS1, especially PlayStation 1 in general. Like, it is a massive cornerstone in my gaming venture. Fighting games as a genre is something I play a lot when I'm not playing Overwatch, so franchises like Tekken, of course, King of Fighters, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and others. So it's always interesting to think, what if any of these franchises would secretly collaborate with Overwatch one day? Yeah, not in this time period, we still need to get Overwatch 2 over the line first. But there's always that what if factor, isn't there? Or maybe Tekken are just doing it secretively. So today I present to you 5 skins in Overwatch that look like certain Tekken characters. Now, before I get on with this list, I just want to remind you once again, if you want to see more of this type of content in the future, then all you need to do is click on the subscribe button, leave a comment below, and turn on your notifications. It will really help me out a hell of a lot. Right then, let's get on with this list. Right, so at number 5 on this list, I'm actually going to go with the Camouflage Mercy skin for this entry, because I believe that with that hairstyle on its own, she kind of looks like Anna Williams. Okay, yeah, probably the hair color is a little different, and in most of Anna's costumes, she's wearing a kipao. But for some reason, the hairstyle is the only thing that strikes me as her looking like Anna. It's definitely not a standout lookalike, hence the reason why it's down here at number 5, but there is some resemblance in that department. The personalities of both characters is where the similarity completely stops, however. Since we all know Mercy to be this guardian angel in Overwatch, she heals us, she watches over us, she has a nice personality, so to speak. Whereas Anna is more of a villainous assassin. She absolutely hates her sister Nina Williams. She's always fighting with her to a point where she even tries to shoot her down with a sniper rifle. So, wait, hang on a minute. Does that mean she's more like Widowmaker then? Oh, wait a second. Have I done this completely wrong? Alright, so at number 4, I'm going to go with Genji's Young Genji skin. Now, this skin has been in the game since the beginning, so this is a very old skin. However, I'm willing to believe this skin has somewhat of a resemblance to either Jin Kazama or Kazuya Mishima. I don't know why, but I think it's due to the fact that the hairstyle is somewhat similar. The only reason it's a little lower in the list is because Genji, well, he's a ninja. Jin and Kazuya aren't technically ninjas, so Genji looks as though Jin decided to go be a ninja, rather than a flat-out martial artist. You could even throw Yoshimitsu into this argument somewhat, because of Genji's blade. Yoshimitsu uses a blade, of course. However, Yoshimitsu is a samurai, so it just makes everything even more confusing, you know? Genji, however, has the Oni skin that could easily look like Yoshimitsu on its own, seeing as he's always been a masked warrior in the franchise. But let's just leave this one as an honorable mention. Get it? Honorable mention? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to go and get my coat now. Alright, so at number 3 on this list, I'm going to go with a skin that I don't actually own, and that is the Tiger Huntress Ash skin from the most recent Lunar New Year event. So the focus here is not necessarily Ash for this entry, but rather Bob. He looks like King. I mean, I even tweeted at one point when this skin first got announced on social media that I wouldn't mind seeing Tiger Bob duke it out with King from Tekken and see who would win in a fight. King is a luchador wrestler in the Tekken franchise, and I reckon Bob is big enough to get into a ring and wrestle with him. Only thing I would say is different is that Bob is, of course, a tiger, seeing as this skin is called Tiger Huntress. King's mask is a jaguar's head, but I mean, they're all wildcats, aren't they? I mean, who would win in a fight, a tiger or a jaguar? If you can figure that one out, then you cracked the outcome of the fight between Bob and King. But I mean, the huge giveaway of this being, like, King is just the fact that Bob has a cat's head, and I reckon that's good enough for this list, if I'm being honest. Right, so at number 2, I'm going to go with another Genji skin. Kind of fitting, isn't it, really? Because, you know, a lot of Tekken characters are Japanese, and well, Genji is also Japanese. Yeah, so another Genji skin, and also another skin that I do not own in Overwatch, which is the Karasu Tengu skin from last year's Halloween Terror event. Now, I did say in the video where I was looking at all of the cosmetics for the event at the time that Genji looked like Devil from Tekken 2 with a raven's head for a face. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Karasu Tengu is actually the Japanese word for a crow, so in that area of the skin there's absolutely no similarity. But the actual colour of Genji's body and the hairstyle is where the resemblance kind of lies. Now, speaking of Devil from Tekken 2, I'm also going to throw in another sneaky honourable mention here, by the way, because as us Tekken fans, or us Tekken 2 fans, are aware, if you select Devil using the X button in that game, you can also play as Angel. Now, if Angel from Tekken 2 does not look like Mercy's winged victory skin in Overwatch, then I don't know what does. I mean, look, think about it, right? Genji looks like Devil, Mercy looks like Angel. You can both select them on the same character. Did Tekken 2 know something we didn't? Mind blown. Alright, speaking of honourable mentions, by the way, how about I throw out a few out there before I talk about number 1 on this list. If you stick around, we will get to it. So there's the Woodbot skin for Bastion that looks somewhat like Mokujin from Tekken 3. And there's also Widowmaker's Nova skin that we got from the 2018 Blizzard World regular cosmetic injection that looks a lot like Nina Williams. So there's those two small honourable mentions. Right then, let's get to number 1. But before we do that, I just want to remind you all once again to click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like the video, leave a comment below, and then turn on your notifications if you want to see more of these types of videos in the future. Alright, finally, the number 1 skin in Overwatch that should definitely be a part of the Tekken franchise. And that has got to be Doomfist's Iron skin. That clearly, and I mean clearly, looks like Jack from Tekken 5. I mean, come on. Surely that has to be him. Surely. Jack 5 was the inspiration behind this skin. Somebody at Blizzard who was making this skin wanted to add a clear Tekken reference into the game and then hope nobody wouldn't notice. Dude, he's Jack 5. There's no beating around a bush. For starters, Doomfist is the most likely to even be in a fighting game at all because he punches with his fist more than anything. And for this skin in particular, Doomfist's entire body is chrome, making him look like a robot. Jack 5 is a robot. There's also the green areas of his body, including his fist. Jack 5 wears a lot of green, and of course, the blonde mohawk on his head, which is exactly what Jack 5 has. So everything about this skin is to the absolute button. Hence the reason why Doomfist's Iron skin is here at number 1 of Overwatch skins that resemble Tekken characters. Alright then, so there's my top 5 Overwatch skins that look like Tekken characters. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you learned something new. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of those selections and the video as a whole. Until then, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on your notifications if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Follow me on my Twitter at ChrisMartin9 as well, and make sure you stop by at my Discord server as well. Now, my Discord server is kind of, I don't know, it's not very active at the moment. It's kind of dead, but if you go in there, I mean, just have a look. I mean, there's not very much to look at. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and check me out on Discord and talk to some great people, you are free to do that, and all the rest of it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Have a great life. Be nice to your fellow gamers, because we are all human beings. I've been CMG, and until the next video, I shall see you later. Peace!